YouTube? It's me, Tony, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, it'll be Rejection Part 2. So, I know a lot of y'all has been asking, where have I been at, what's the tea, and what's going on. But before I dive into this video real quick, if y'all hear background noises, because I got the speaker going and the fans are going. So, I'm sorry about that. But, yes, I know a lot of y'all has been asking, where have I been at, what's been going on, are you okay? Yes, you guys, I am okay. I am struggling with a lot at the moment. You know, I'm dealing with so as y'all can see the beautiful picture in the back. As you can see the beautiful picture in the back, I am dealing with my first year without having my great granny around, and you know, I've just been really depressed and sad and just, you know, I've just been very tired, y'all. So hey, bear with me as I'm trying to build myself back up and get back into the spirit and get back into the, you know, back in the move of doing things, y'all. So just bear with me. So, yes, let's dive into this rejection video. So, this rejection video takes place, I want to say the year before last of winter break. So, yeah, let's dive into the story. So, we are dealing with whole new people, a whole nother person. Okay, you know how to move on and let that her go, period. So, we are in a whole nother year, we're all in a whole other month, it's another season, it's cold out, and yes, so it's cold out, and you know, I was meeting new people. I was going, you know, at the time I was going to the school, I was making a whole bunch of friends, you know, being cool and associates and being everybody's best friend, if you want to call it, just being, you know, being friendly. So it was this boy. He was new. Lord behold, I am a sucker for a nice smile. Like, if that man smells good, tall, and got a nice smile, I am a sucker for a nice smile. Like, it just, your smile, it just, a boy's smile just takes it out of me. So, he was new, you know. I'm like, okay, I'm about to make him my friend. I'm about to get to know him. You feel me? Woo, woo, woo. So I come up to him. I'm like, hi, my name is Tony, and I'm like, okay, I am trading the names here. So his name was Indigo. I'm like, hi, Indigo. My name is Tony. Nice to meet you. We was talking back then. Kick was a huge thing, so I got his kick. We started texting and blah blah blah. So a few months go past. You know. Now we're into winter break, so let me rephrase that. So not a few months, so a few weeks went past. I'm sorry, y'all. A few weeks went past, and we're on winter break. And I text him. I'm like, "Hi, how are you? How is your winter break so far? Are you enjoying it? Are you ready for school to start back?" And he replied, "No, I'm not ready for school to start back. I'm having a nice winter break." And basically, he asked me where I was at and what I was doing. So I'm like, "I'm at home, chilling with my mom and little sister, making brownies, you know, just chilling." And he was like, "Okay, do you think your mom will care if I come over?" And I'm like, "Come over? Oh, come over. You want to come over? Oh, okay." And I basically said, "No, I don't think she'll mind." So I run in there, like, I was like, "Mom, I love you. Do you love me?" Everybody knows if I ask you, "Do you love me?" I'm either gonna ask you a question or I'm really asking you, "Do you love me?" So I went to tell mom and said, "Mom, do you love me?" And she's like, "Tony, what do you want? Like, what do you want now? Like, what?" So I was like, "Do you care if my friend come over?" She said, "No, honey, go ahead." So Indigo comes over. He meets my mom. Mom meets Indigo. You know, they're talking, laughing, you know, getting to know each other. And I'm just like, "So you come over for me or you come over for my mom?" Like, okay. So they're getting to know each other and talking. And I remember him talking to me and stuff like that. So, you know, now I'm about to say, after winter break, we still close, still texting. And then after all that, after a few months go past, we've been hanging out, texting, blah, blah, blah. So Indigo, so I finally worked up enough courage to tell Indigo how I felt. So I texted him, I said, "Indigo, I like you. You know, I'm really starting to feel your vibe, and you know, your personality is great. You got a really nice smile, and I just adore that about you, and how you don't give a care in the world about what other people think about you." And he was like, "Thank you, I'm flattered." Maybe we can work something out, maybe not. Because he really, to this day, he's still not the committed type. He's not really the type to get in relationships. He don't do them. Just like I don't do them no more due to me getting cheated on. But that's going to be another story for another time, y'all. So be on the lookout for that. But he was really not into the whole relationship things. He didn't do them. He don't like them. He's not committed. So I'm like, I can't make somebody that's something that they're not or something that they don't do. I'm not going to make somebody do something they don't do. So after a few weeks go past, after I done told him how I felt, we're still cool, still hanging out, close. I'm in school walking, feeling good about myself, happy. And I see Indigo and some girl. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He's making new friends. But I was wrong. So basically, he liked this girl named Olive Miracle Spray. And Olive Miracle Spray was really pretty, short, light skin, long hair, thick, just funny, just a resemblance. So, like, we called each other twins, so because we kind of look alike, but in our own way. So I called her twin. So I'm just like, okay, Olive Miracle Spray, like, what's going on with you and Indigo? And she was like, I hate how my nose flipped. Y'all see that? Ew. But basically she was like, well, Indigo's nice. I like him. He smells good. He's smart. And he's just got a great sense of humor. And I'm like, okay. I was like, do you know that I like him? Like, do you know? She was like, yeah, I know. But and she stopped at he. Like, basically she's just like, but he, and then she just like, but what class you gotta go to? Wooty woo. So I'm just like, well, excuse you. Okay, that's how you feel. Okay, so I just keep it moving. So I'm like, okay. So I asked Indigo. I'm like, Indigo, how do you feel about Olive Miracle Spray? He was like, she's nice. I like her, and I really think I want to be with her. And I'm just like, but not too long ago, you was telling me how you don't do relationships. You're not the committed type. Like, what's going on? And he was like, I'm not, but I think I want to try it with her, or I can't remember what he said. He said something in that nature, or I think he said something, but he said it in that nature that basically he just wanted to try it for the first time, see if he would like it or not, or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, do you? So a few months go past, they started dating, kissing, holding hands, and I'm just like, okay, y'all cute, I support. And the whole time, my feelings was hurt. I was really in my feelings half of the time. Like, I just didn't really talk to him. Like, he would, like, blow up my kick and be like, hey, I just came check up on you. Are you okay? Are you cool? He would just, like, blow my kick up. And he kind of knew that I was falling back from him. And he just tried everything in his power just to keep talking to me. But I was just like, I'm going to be cool off you and move on with my life, because you was telling me that you're not committed, you don't do relationships, you don't like relationships, and you're not that type, you don't care who they are or what they are. And here you are dating my twin. So it's like, I don't know if I can trust you, because, so a few months go past, we're not talking, me and Indigo not talking, and I'm leaving Olive Miracle Spray alone. And we're just not talking, and I'm moving on and just trying to get my self-confidence built back up. And Indigo texts me. He was like, can I come over? I know you're over your mom's house. I see you, I live down the street. And I forgot that he lived down the street from me, y'all. So I'm like, dang it, he lived down the street from me. So I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I had to adjust myself real quick. But I was like, okay, yeah, you can come over. Cool, I'm fine with that. So he was like, let me apologize for me telling you that I am not committed and I don't do relationships. And I'm just like, I forgive you, but I just, I'm moving on from it. And he was like, well, I'm glad that you're moving on. Low key, I really wasn't moved on from it. But when he said that he was glad that I'm moving on, basically he asked me, he was like, how would you feel if I got twin pregnant? Pause. Hold on. Whoa. Let's back that up, Turbo. You said what? How would you feel if I got twin pregnant? You're talking about Olive Miracle Spray? Is that who you're talking about? Indigo, is that who you're talking about? You talking about Olive Miracle Spray? Are you talking about her? Because what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, come again? Come again? I didn't hear that correctly. Okay, it's probably my mom playing tricks on me. I probably didn't hear that correctly. So let's run this back. So you want to get my twin pregnant? Not a good idea. So basically, he asked me. He was like, "Well, you know, I really like this girl. You know, I love her. Mind you, we're young, so we're still young. We're still figuring our lives out, and you're trying to get this girl pregnant." Like, no, what are you doing? Like, Indigo. And I told him, I said, Indigo, you got a life to live just like she does. But if this is something that y'all really want to do, go for it. But please don't expect to be hearing from me like that. Like, don't expect none of that at all. So him and Miracle Spray, they went to school. They went to school the next day. They talked about it. And she came up to me, she's like, twin, I just broke up with Indigo. And I'm like, why? She was like, because he's trying to get me pregnant. I don't want no baby. I'm like, okay, cool beans. Okay, that's understandable because, like I said, we're young and we're still trying to figure our life out. And, you know, I mean, if you want a baby, you want a baby. You know, I'm not judgmental. I'm not judging you. That's something that you want to do. And she was like, well, I don't know anymore. So I'm like, okay. But she said that she didn't want to have a baby. But then in the same sentence, she was like, I don't know if I want to have a baby. Then I don't want a baby. So it's like, okay. You usually gotta do what your heart is telling you to do. And you're a smart girl. If you want to have a baby, do what you want to do. Oh, y'all. So this is where everything goes downhill real fast. They link up and they have sex and poof, she's pregnant. He was texting me, he's warming me up. He was like, guess what? I'm having a baby, I'm happy, I'm excited. And I'm just like, I'm so happy for you. You know, now I'm on the urge of like, okay, well, stop texting me. I'm cool, like, congratulations, I'm happy for you, but leave me out of it. So, I stopped being friends with Twin. I stopped calling her Twin. I stopped being friends with Indigo. Because here's where everything goes downhill and why I stopped being friends with these people. Indigo knew how I felt about him, and he knew how much I cared and loved him and adored him and was grateful to call him my friend. So he goes on social media and posts screenshots of how I was telling him how I felt, but he was like blocking out my name. But I knew those was my messages because I knew the day and all that. I knew when I sent this, and I knew this was my messages. I don't delete none of my kick messages. So I knew these was our messages between me and you, and I knew that you posted them. So congratulations. And he made a post talking about, this is what happens when you reject people and they're mad because I'm having a baby and they're mad because they can't get a piece of me. So I was like, get a piece of you? Yeah, I was upset, but I was never mad that I couldn't get a piece of you because you told me that you're not the committed type. You told me that you do not do relationships, and you told me, and I quote, that you're not committed. So I was like, okay. So now he making posts. I blocked him, moved on. I don't, like I said, y'all, I'm not really the confrontal type. I don't confront people. You know, I'm not really the fighter type, but don't get me wrong. If I have to, I have to. But if I don't, I try to avoid it. So I was just like, you know, I'm over it. I'm done with this. I'm about to block you. I'm about to move on with my life. Cool. So we go to school. Now we're into spring break. And we're about to go on spring break. So they're kissing, holding hands. You know, she's like, I want to say now she's like 3-4 months pregnant with his baby. And I'm at my locker. I'm putting it in my locker combination, grabbing my stuff, getting ready to go for it today. And he was like, hold on. olive miracle spray. I'm finna talk to Tony. So he comes up to me, he talks to me. He was like, Tony, I'm sorry about the post I made about you. I hope you're not mad at me, and I hope we can be friends. And this is what hurt me. And I was basically looking at him and I was like, no, I can't be your friend. I forgive you. Thank you for apologizing to me. I forgive you. But I just can't forget all the hurtful things that was said and all the comments. Now, the reason why I'm not going to go too in detail with the comments and stuff that was said was because it was a lot of comments. And so I don't remember half of what was said, nor do I care about half of what was said. So I don't remember them. But I know half of the comments was really, really mean. So I just, I couldn't be friends with people like that. So I was like, no, I cannot be your friend, and I just walked away. So we're on spring break. I'm with my girl bestie. She been my best friend since second grade. I'm with her. We're turning up, talking, listening to music, vibing, and just laughing, having a good time, enjoying ourselves. Next thing you know, Indigo texts me. He's like, Tony, I need to talk to you as soon as possible. I'm that type, if you need me, I'm going to always be here for you, regardless of on what terms we are. Bad terms, not friends, not talking, not speaking, block each other off of social media. If you still got my number, you text me and you need me. I'm just that type of person. So basically, he told me that he needed me. Womp, womp, womp. I'm like, okay, well, come over. So he came over. My girl bestie, she left. She's like, bye, boo. I'm going to see you the next day. I'm going to come over and spend the night. I'm like, okay, bye, boo. Bye, honey. I'm going to kiss this. And that's my girl. I love her to death, y'all. So basically, when she left, he came over, he talked to me. He was like, Indigo, I really messed up, something, something, something. We lost the baby. So many emotions was going through my head because she was happy to be a mother, and I know he was happy to be a father. So many emotions was going through my head at once, and I'm just sitting there thinking about, like, dang, I know she got to go through it, and I know that he's going through it. So I was really sad, and I was sad for them and crying for them, because it was just like, wow, like, she was happy and he was happy, and they was already planning a whole bunch of stuff. And around that time, she was probably like 3, 4, 5 months. Y'all, I don't remember, so please bear with me, y'all. I really honestly do not remember how many months she was at that time, but I know she was getting big, so I want to say she's about 5 to 6 months, but I have no idea, y'all, so please bear with me. So they was going through the emotions. They was depressed. They wasn't talking to nobody, and all this other stuff. So after that happened, after spring break. We're almost done with school. We're finishing up. We're going into summer. We're getting ready for summer break, getting ready for finals and all of that. And he comes up to me and he was like, basically, he came up to school one day high as hello, and basically came up to school and came up like blaming me, like, you're the reason why my relationship did not go right. You're the reason why I broke up with this girl. You're the reason why this and that and the other thing. And I'm looking like, what are you talking about, Indigo? Me and you don't talk like that. I blocked you off the social media. We're not really friends. What are you talking about? I told you how I felt winter time. We're in summer. Okay? Well, it's spring and kind of summer. So why are you going off on me about something that happened months and months ago? Like, I told you how I felt about you a long time ago. Like, why are you so mad? Like, why are you going off on me? I didn't do nothing wrong. I was just, I was being a friend to you. And he was just like, he broke down in tears. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. And this, that. So summer break happens. Him and the girl back there, they're still together, but they had one relationship where they was on and off. So they're back together, and they made a fake kick page. Now, how I know that they made a fake kick page is because they used their initials. They used their initials for the kick page, and the photo of the kick page is like, was a dark grayish kind of photo, I want to say. But either way they used their initials for the fake kick page, so I knew it was them. And he's basically texting me, oh, you're a fag, you will never be loved, you are nothing but a follower, peon, and disgusting, and you should really do us a favor and go kill yourself. That's right. hearing those words and seeing those words text to me, it really broke me a lot, and it made me realize that everybody's not your friend, and you cannot call everybody your friend. You cannot trust everybody. You cannot call everybody your twin, your sister, whatever the case may be. So I'm just like, okay, Indigo and Twin, I know what y'all doing, and it's not working, you know. And I blocked I deleted my Kick page. I just blocked them. I deleted the app, and I kept it moving. So we see each other at school. He looks at me. I look at him. Keep it moving. And basically, let me tell you how petty these people was. So I'm walking, you know, minding my business, listening to my music, listening to what was I listening to that was so big that I kept singing over and over again. I would either want to say I was singing Clarity or It's Too Late to Apologize. It was either one of them two songs I was singing over and over again. And basically they walk in, I'm walking, and they stop in the hallway, and I'm trying to get to my class, and they block the door. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, what do I gotta do? Do I gotta get a horn, beep, like, get out of my way, like, excuse me, like, I'm trying to get through. And basically they stopped at the door just to make out, and they're making out, kissing. He opened one eye, he's like looking at me, and I'm like, so I take my binder and I just do this, and I put it down, and I hold my binder. You know, everybody know I hold my binder like this. I'm holding my binder like this, and I just go into class. Like, this point, I put my binder as a barrier, and I just, you know, push past them, because number one, you're making me late for my class. Number two, I don't care about y'all PDA, DNA. I don't care about none of that that's being shared back and forth with the kissing. Okay. So I'm really proud of myself, because part of me wanted to cuss them out and be like, excuse you, you're in my way, you need to move. But part of me just like, and part of me was like, F it, let them do what they want to do. So I just walked past them and minded my business and kept it moving. So it's the end of the day of school, and they come up to me and they're like, why did you push us? Like, what's your problem? And I'm just like, well, Indigo and Olive Miracle Spray, he was in my way. I had to get to class. You know, we only had like 10 seconds left to get in the class, and I wasn't trying to get a tardy or a late or be in detention. So I was like, that's why I kind of just maneuvered y'all, or kind of pushed y'all out my way, but it wasn't like intentional or anger, or I wanted to fight, or whatever the case may be, or whatever y'all was thinking. So he was like, oh no, you can understand, I understand. So we're on summer break, you know, chilling, you know, listening to my Beyonce, you know, over there. Put a ring on it. If you like it, you should have put a ring on it. Okay. So I'm over there jamming, you know, listening to my Beyonce, and I'm over at my mama's house, and she leaves. I'm home alone, sitting outside enjoying the beautiful weather. She pulls up. He texted me, what are you doing? Can I come over? And I'm like, how are you getting my number? Like, this is the crazy thing with me, y'all. So I had to change my number about 3 times. I don't know how these people kept getting my number, but he was getting my number because he knew that I deleted Kick. So now he got my number. So now I'm just like, what the fudge nuggets is going on here? Like, if I don't know what fudge nuggets is, it's chocolate covered nuggets. No, I have never had it, but I did heard this expression so many times. And do I want to try nuggets covered in fudge? No, thank you. That sounds just nasty. So I'm just like, what is going on? How are you getting my number? But okay, yeah, you can come over. It's an emergency. Yeah, come over. Me being naive, I'll let him come over. And basically, he broke down in tears. He vented to me. He was like, I cheated on her. We broke up for good. She blocked me. She moved on. She got another boyfriend. And I feel so bad for treating you like crap. And I'm just like, I'm telling Indigo, I love you. I care about you, you know. But leave me alone. You said some pretty hurtful things to me. You did some pretty hurtful things to me. And I just don't know if I can trust you ever again. So give me my space, and I'll give you yours, and I'll think about it. So he left. And now looking back on it, I'm glad that I didn't give him another chance, because now he don't live where I live at no more. He moved. He lives far away, and from what I was hearing, probably like the year before last, he did the same thing over again. So I'm kind of glad, not even kind of, I'm glad that I did not give him another chance, because he haven't changed. He's still doing the same old. And if he is watching this, I wish you the best in life, and I really hope that you do change your mindset, because it's not fun being mean or picking on somebody or making somebody feel bad about themselves. So I really hope that you matured and moved on from that. But I do wish you the best, and I hope everything is going well for you. So yeah, but I heard that he was still doing the same old, and just, I'm just like, hey, people are people. People will do what they want to do. You can't stop nobody. You can't judge nobody. You can't even be like, hey, you can't stop nobody. You can try and try and try, but they're going to keep doing what they're going to do. Because at the end of the day, we're humans. We're learning. We're growing and moving on. So, yeah, after all that happened, I kind of realized that I should give up with love. But I didn't, y'all. So please be on the lookout for Rejection Part 3. Because I did not give up. And I kept going. And yeah. So this story time is over, you guys. Moral of the story is that I have learned a lot about myself. I learned that I can take a lot. And I learned that I can really move on. But it's hard. I also struggled with insecurities then too. I still struggle with my body. There's certain parts of my body that I do not like. There's certain parts on me that I wish I can change. I wish I had the money to change. But I'm human. I'm trying to learn how to love myself. Dealing with that and being cheated on and being bullied, like with all that combined, it's horrible. It makes a horrible outcome. I'm struggling with it still, but I'm learning and getting that tough skin and learning how to, love myself and just move on. So, yeah, so this is my story time about rejection. Please be on the lookout for Rejection Part 3, because I got a lot of stories about rejection, y'all, a lot. Like, this whole YouTube channel can be about rejection, but I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to mix it up. So, yes, you guys, but I love you guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving, have a Merry Christmas, and have a safe New Year's. For me, y'all, New Year's and Christmas and Thanksgiving is going to be really hard for me, because my lovely grandmother, great grandmother, will not be with me. So right now, I'm just going to be in the emotions and emotional and crying my eyes out, y'all. So yes, so just bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to do good with this YouTube thing, but I love you guys. And for all the new people, I gotta reenact. Hold on, y'all. For all the new people that joined my channel, hi, how are ya? And welcome to my channel. I hope you find what I post interesting. I hope you find what I post interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy my content. I am trying, y'all. And if y'all got any suggestions of what y'all want me to post on my YouTube, please DM me, leave comments, inbox me, add me on Snapchat. I don't care, please. If y'all got any suggestions, anything will be helpful, whatever it is. And if I can do it, I sure will do it. So thank you guys. I love you guys, and have happy holidays.